Hi, I'm Dr. Scott Baylin of Catonsville Dental Care. Welcome back to another episode of Sweet and Savory Tooth Tips. We're excited to talk today about some lamb chops. We're going to make some amazing lamb chops. We've been talking about culture in the practice, and there's 3 ways to make sure that you have a really good culture. First, by creating a sense of belonging. Second, with a sense of purpose. And the third is a sense of vulnerability. So we're going to work on the second sense today, that purpose. Our purpose today is to make these lamb chops amazing for my wife Lori's birthday. So I want you guys to think about what it is in your practice that makes your practice unique, special, and gives you a reason to show up at work and do the best possible job you can do for a patient. I want you to refer back to the vision statement that we created, where we want to take care of every person as if it's a member of your family. And ultimately, what we want to do is make sure that each person lives a longer, healthier, and happier life. So if we can do that, we know we've done a great job. And with this, we want to make sure that these lamb chops come out amazing. So we've got some great fresh ingredients to apply to them so that everything we add to them makes sure that they're better. So let's start it off today. We've got some lamb chops that have been sitting for about 3 hours in just salt, pepper, some rosemary, and some thyme covered on top. We're actually going to drizzle this with a little bit of olive oil, coat it nicely, it's great. And then we just get it covered so that all the surfaces are covered. And once all the surfaces are covered, then we can start adding our other ingredients. So, the first thing we're going to add is some mustard. My son does not love mustard, but he will get over it on these lamb chops. Because again, this acid that's in the lamb chops, or the acid that's in the mustard, is going to help cut the fat that's in the lamb chops. So, we give a nice light coating of that onto here. We're using Dijon mustard, and it's really going to brighten this dish up. As you can see, I'm getting it covered up nicely. Perfect. And then we've got, again, homemade breadcrumbs. Do not use out of a box. These are amazing breadcrumbs that are going to elevate this dish. This is a nice cut of meat. You don't want to do anything to this meat that's going to set it backwards. You want only elevation. So, once everything is covered and looks like that, beautiful. We add just some more of the herbs right on the top. Beautiful. Little bit more salt. And once my hands are clean, I'll add a drop more pepper and a little bit of parsley, and cover that up. So, each of your lamb chops should look like that. And I'll be back after they go in the oven for about 30 minutes. Can't wait to see the final product on that.
2,000 years later.
All right, we're back. We got our lamb chops out of the oven. They were in there for about 25 minutes at 400 degrees. The last couple of minutes, I put the broiler on so it can get a nice, even crust on the top. They look beautiful. I love how it turned out. It's tough to know exactly when they're done, but medium is about 145 degrees. Once they rest for about 10 minutes, it usually comes up another 5 degrees. So I'd rather take it out a little bit too early and let it cook the rest of the way through. These have been resting for about 10 minutes. I took the pan that I cooked with and left everything that was in there. I added some delicious wine. This is from Krupp Brothers. This is a Syrah. We were at their vineyard in Napa a few summers ago. It's a beautiful, wonderful place with great wines. A little bit of beef stock, a little bit of grass-fed butter, and the rest of my herbs and salt. Mixed it in, cooked that down on the stovetop until it was thick enough that the back of my spoon could go through it and you could see the bottom of the pan without it coming back together quickly. So let's cut into these, see how it looks. gonna get through that last little bit. Look at this nice pink inside. I hope you can get a good shot of that. Awesome. And we've elevated this meal. All we did was put good things on top of this amazing piece of meat. It's a special occasion for Lori's birthday, so happy birthday to Lori. But we turned this amazing piece of meat into something even better, more refined, with fresh herbs, good salt, good breadcrumbs, homemade breadcrumbs. And I want you guys to do the same thing in your lives and your practice. Elevate it as much as you can. Use your sense of purpose as much as you can to create the best life that you can. So eat well, live your life to the fullest, and I hope you live your life with purpose. See you next time.